mighty most def.
It's simple mathematics. Check it out.
What's up, everybody? It's Jacob, aka PickManagement, your favorite bettor's favorite bettor, here with the great one, Royalty of Sports Betting, the Prince of Picks, aka Pyam, off an okay night. It's all right. I had a 4-2 night. They'll carry in the squad. He did his part last week. I'm doing mine this week. That's why we're a team. We have each other's backs. Currently on a 52-22 run over the last 9 days, up about a billion units. No, seriously though, we're up like 24 and a half units, something ridiculous over the last 9 days. It's your mortgage. We're up your mortgage right now. So, if you don't want to pay your bills with the money you make at your job, follow this show, and one day you won't have to have a regular day job. You could be like me and sit at home on my computer, hang out with my wife and dogs all day, and just bet on sports. So, Payam, say hello to the people, let them know how you're doing and how your night was.
Yeah, what's up? As you alluded to, I had a bit of an off night last night, but, regression comes to everyone. So, the important thing is how you bounce back, right? And so, me and Jacob are two of the hardest grinders in this business. So, we don't let an off night here and there deter us. So, I'm eager, looking forward to crushing the books tonight, getting back in the winning ways. And, overall in this show, we're still in the profit, in the green, for profitable. So, that was our goal to begin with this show, is to get you guys to make money, and we're still doing that. So, greener pastures ahead. I'm looking forward to tonight.
Listen, it's okay to have a bad night when you had 8 winning nights in a row.
Right.
You give yourself a little bit of a cushion.
There you go.
A little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit of a
I'll
cushion.
take it. I'll take it.
So, it's okay. Listen, seriously though, good lesson in sports betting. Regression does come for everyone. Sometimes it's negative regression. Sometimes it's positive regression. You could be on a super cold streak for a month and then go hot for 2, and you forget all about that bad month. Luckily for us, I had an okay night, 4-2 across all sports. Payam had not the best night, but we still are on a winning streak, and we are going to get into tonight's best bets for the Friday night NBA slate. Got some player props, some best bets, some great analytics, and with Christmas coming up, we got a surprise episode for you guys. We're going to break down the Christmas Day slate with the Matt Severance from CBS Sports HQ and CBS Sportsline. You guys probably know his work from there. He has been a sports analyst and sports bettor for years, has some of the best info out there, and is a good buddy of mine. And he'll be doing us a favor by coming on the show to break down the NBA Christmas Day slate. So before we get to that, we are going to give you our bets, like I said. So, Payam, let the people know what you are on for the Friday night NBA slate.
Okay, so first off, we are going to head to Philadelphia, where the 76ers are hosting the Toronto Raptors. For this game, I'm going to be on the 76ers over 119.5 points. I got that at plus 110. The market might have changed a little bit since then. Still a good value, no matter where it's at. The Sixers have scored 120 plus in 8 of their last 9 games. They're on an offensive tear. The one game they didn't was the fluke game against the Bulls. You don't look at the Bulls as a defensive juggernaut, so it's I would say they just had an off night. But they've been rolling offensively. Raptors are bottom half of the league defensively in giving up points per game. So I really like the Sixers at home to score a lot, and I'm riding the over 119.5 for that. I will also be on the 76ers first half -5. Sixers are currently 5th in the league in first half point differential, currently at a +4, whereas the Toronto Raptors are 24th at -3. 7-point variance, system play for me. I'll be riding the Sixers first half -5. For player props in this game, I'm going Joel Embiid over 35.5 points. You can get that around -135. He has scored 36 plus points in 7 of his last 8 games. So again, he's on a tear offensively. I think he's trying to win the MVP this season. And the Sixers offensively are just rolling right now. So I like everything over in this game in terms of the Sixers team total, Joel Embiid over, and then again, first half -5. That's all I have for that game. Did you have anything for that one, Jacob?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I think Philly rolls here, so I'm all over that with you.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So then I'll get to my final game of the night actually. So it's gonna be a light one for me again tonight. Going with the Houston Rockets hosting the Dallas Mavericks. I am on the Dallas Mavericks under 107. 107 and a half points. Got that at plus 105. The Rockets have allowed 107 or less in all 11 home games versus the Western Conference this season. The Rockets also are ranked number one defensively at home, allowing just 100 points per game. They're also ranked number two defensively overall. So this is an outstanding defensive team. Shout out to Ime Udoka. He's really, really changed the culture of this team overnight. He's brought that championship defense that took the Celtics to the finals a couple of years ago. He's brought that over to the Rockets. And, anyone who's been following the Rockets over the last, several years, this team has been an absolute matador defense, ranked near the bottom of the league for consecutive years. So the fact that he's turned them around so quick and made them a top defensive team in just not even half a season yet, is real credit to him. But these guys are buying in. These young guys are buying into what he's saying. So I really like the way they play defense, especially at home. And then again tonight, Dallas, tons of injuries. No Luka, no Kyrie, no Dante Exum, no Derek Lively, no Josh Green, no Maxi Kleber, and no Seth Curry. That is 7 of either starters or rotational players that are not going to be in this game. That's almost half their roster. So, there's going to be guys who are going to be playing out of position, guys who are going to be playing more minutes than they normally would. I don't think, I don't see where the points come from, especially, against any NBA team, let alone the top defense in the league. So, again, Dallas under 107.5 will be my lock of the day. I am also going to be writing Houston minus 8.5. That was at minus 110 when I got it. Rockets 83% ATS at home. The Dallas Mavericks are 25% ATS as a road dog, and that's with a full squad. So considering all the injuries, that I just alluded to, I don't see how they keep it within double digits, to be honest. But I'll take the minus 8.5 just as a slight insurance against that. Player props for this game, I will be going Dylan Brooks over half a steal. He has had one plus steal in 3 of his last 4 games. Again, you got guys playing out of position for the Dallas Mavericks. Guys playing more minutes than what they're used to, and they're not as good as the minutes that they're going to be playing. So there's opportunity for steals, for turnovers. Dylan Brooks has been a really good defensive player for the Rockets. It's kind of amazing how his career has turned from, the end of last season with Memphis, where people were talking about him playing in China, and now he's, back to being one of the top defenders in the league again, and being a real asset for the Houston Rockets. So, again, I like his prop over half a steal for this game. And that is going to do it for me tonight. I will toss it back over to Jacob, and he'll hit you with his place, and we'll get you out of here.
Yeah, love it. Great stuff from Payam. He really digs in to his breakdowns and his analysis to make sure that you guys are getting the best stuff possible. What was your last play on that Houston? What was your your play on Houston?
So I'm taking Houston minus 8.5.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yep.
And you had Dylan Brooks over half a steal.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So that is going to do it for Payam. I am going to give you my best bets for tonight's NBA slate. First thing I am going to be on is I am taking the Miami Heat -1 against the Atlanta Hawks. Listen, I get it. Jimmy Butler is nowhere to be found for tonight's game, but the Hawks have beat them 7 out of the last 10 games, and I really think that the Heat just has their number. Bam is back, and Tyler Hero is hot, and I really think that this team can take down a bad Hawks road team who's only covered the spread in 6 out of their 10 road games. So yeah, I just think that he can get it done. I know that he'd have a big game coming up on Christmas Day against Philly. And that line's a little crazy, but we'll get into that with Matt Severance later today. But for tonight's game, I'm going to be taking this Heat, to take down Atlanta on the road. I might be looking at the spread of minus 115 instead, just so I don't have to worry about a push. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the 115. Let's take the Heat just to win. The other thing I'm on is I'm going to be on under 238. It's currently 237.5 at Bovada. I'm sure you could find a 238 out there. With the absence of Jimmy Butler and the defense that Miami plays, I don't think we get to this total. I think maybe we get to like 230, 234 or something like that. I think we're just going to stay under this total. I just don't think we're going to have the points. If Jimmy Butler was playing, I'd probably be on the over just because of the way the Atlanta Hawks like to run and gun. But for tonight, I think they stay lockdown defense from Miami with the absence of Jimmy Butler, and that's going to cause this game to stay under. I am going to take Tyler Hero's points over 24.5. With Butler out, he's going to be leading the team, and I think he's going to be scoring quite a few points. The last play I'm going to be on is on the Denver Nuggets minus 4.5 versus the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have given up over 120 points in their last 4 games, and they have played some bum teams in the last 4 games. Let me tell you, they have played the Knicks, the Jazz, the Warriors, and then the Nuggets. But to give up that many points to those 3 teams, Draymond list Warriors team, who really just shoots now and has no under the net presence.
Sorry, who were the 4 teams? I'm sorry, who were the 4 teams? The Nuggets have given up.
Nuggets, yeah, I mean, sorry, the Nets have given up. Okay. Yeah, the Nets have given up.
Because I heard you say the Nuggets at the end. I was like, wait, Nuggets?
Yeah,
Nuggets?
right. So
was it
wasn't clear. So yeah. So the Nets have given up 120 points to the Knicks, Jazz, Warriors, and Nuggets the last 4 games. So they have obviously not been playing defense. They really could use Ben Simmons here. The guy they traded for, who is a ghost for this team. But they've covered just once in their last 6 games. They're 1-4 ATS against the Western Conference, and the Nuggets are just a dominant team right now. They're taking down teams left and right. They have deep playoff run. They're hopeful for a deep playoff run and championship, and they could totally do it. And I think beating up on this Nets team, it's going to be good for team morale. And currently sitting at 13-15 ATS overall for the year. They are 4-1 ATS in the last 5 games. So 2 teams headed in different directions. And because of that, I will be all over this Nuggets team minus 4.5. I would get on that early because I probably think this line is going to continue to go up. But that's it for my regular plays. I do have like a little bit of a bonus play. We don't recommend too often putting in, these crazy massive lottery parlays and stuff like that. But a 2 or 3 team parlay, it's okay to put in every once in a while. I have a 3-team parlay for tonight. I'm going to round robin it, which means it's going to be every variation of it. So in case one of the teams lose, you'll get the other parlay if the other 2 teams hit. But I'm going to be on the Sixers money line, the Rockets money line, and the Warriors money line. The 3-team parlay plays out minus 109.
Who the Warriors play?
The Warriors play the Wizards.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Love it. Love it.
At
love
home.
It, love it.
The Warriors are at home.
Oh hell yeah, love it.
Yeah, they're minus 12 favorites.
Yep.
So these are all big favorites. Big home favorites in the NBA have done extremely well so far this season, and because of that, I'm going to be all over it. So let's see. If you were to put $10 down on this, you would win 16. So a $100 better would win 160.
It's almost guaranteed.
Yeah. You can't say knock on wood.
Well, okay, knock on wood. Right.
Yeah.
Let me...
But yeah, if you hit this, you'll be up an additional, a little more than a unit and a half. So that's going to do it for me. Like I said, I am on the Heat minus 115, the Hawks versus Heat under 238, Tyler Hero over 224.5, and a parlay with the Sixers money line, Rockets money line, and Warriors money line. I'm going to do a round robin on that. And Payam is is on the Philly team total over 119. Philly first half -5. Embiid points over. Dylan Brooks over half a steal. And Houston -8.5. Payam,
And yep, sorry, one more. Dallas under 107.5.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that. I missed that one. Dallas team total under 107.
Yep. They're not scoring.
And a half.
They're not scoring this game. Yeah.
All right. Payam said it. You heard it here first. Dallas not going to score in this game.
Not going to score. 0 points.
0 points.
0 points.
In
this
the
first team ever shut out.
Let the people know where they can find you, Payam.
Yeah, so you guys can follow me on X at Prince of Picks 10 and also on TikTok at Lockitupsports.
Awesome. So that's Payam. You can find me at PickManagement on Twitter and TikTok. And later today, we will be joined by Matt Severance from CBS Sports HQ and Sportsline to break down the Christmas Day NBA slate. Once again, I'm Jacob at PickManagement. This is Payam, also known as the Prince of Picks 10, and we will see you later.
It's all mathematics.
Mighty most definitely.
It's simple mathematics.